So we've had an official statement from 343 Industries on the rumours. I hope that you've seen my first video on the future of Halo, because it's a long one, 25 minutes, half an hour maybe. But that really puts my view in perspective. And this is all creating a picture from all the content that I make, creating a picture from where I stand. I've been with Halo since pretty much the very beginning. It's only 2 months since Halo launched that I haven't owned a Halo game. I bought the first one in January. I've been with them for, well, over 21 years now. We have a problem. Before we get into their statement, we have a problem. We've had a problem for many years. I hope that this statement is the start of something bigger from 343. And I hope that they actually mean this, and that this isn't another one of their little publicity stunts to get the news out, and then in a couple of years' time we actually learn the truth and it's not as they're saying. But let's jump across. Short and sweet, isn't it? 343 Industries published this on their social media sources 3-4 hours ago. And I've just been considering how I feel about it. Let's just go through it. Halo and Master Chief are here to stay. 343 Industries will continue to develop Halo now and in the future, including epic stories, multiplayer, and more of what makes Halo great. From Pierre Hintz, the studio head, who took over from Bonnie Ross back in September, whenever it was. I have to say, while short, it's to the point. 343 Industries will continue to develop Halo now and in the future, including epic stories, multiplayer, and more of what makes Halo great. What makes Halo great? We haven't had a great, complete Halo experience in any of the 343 games. We've had one epic multiplayer mode, which is still broken. It still doesn't feel quite like Halo, and it's still missing core features, and that's with Halo Infinite, which is arguably the best representation of Halo multiplayer that 343 have done, and a modernisation of what Bungie did. I'm not going to take that away. I still think the gameplay in Infinite is incredible and so much fun, but the multiplayer is lacking. Epic stories. Halo 4 was an epic story. Halo 5 was a disaster. And Halo Infinite is missing epic and a lot of the stories that were set up to tell. The epic stories are in the books. They don't make the books. They have authors, award-winning authors, New York Times best-selling authors to write their stories. Authors who love the characters, who understand the characters. I said in my earlier video, I don't want Halo to be in 343's hands. This message, this statement from them, is them turning around and saying, look, we're going to get a fourth chance to make Halo right. They've had over a decade. They've failed. You can't release a statement like this, 2 lines, and just think that you have goodwill or credit in the bank with the community. If you want to continue to develop Halo, now and in the future, to make epic stories, multiplayer, and more of what makes Halo great, you need to understand what makes Halo great. You need to build a team of people who not only love this universe, who not only understand this universe, but who have the capability and the freedom to build it. Over the last decade, you've had those people. You haven't given them the freedom. You have constricted them with corporate crap. I'm not buying this. If you keep Halo, you will burn it down. You will run it into the ground, and there will be no fans left. If Infinite has a future, you need to do more than release a 2-line statement. We need to see what your intentions are. We need to know what the studio thinks the future of Halo is. You need to be open with the community. You need to ask and listen for feedback, implement it. Most of all, you need to be honest. Only then, only when we see that you mean these words, will we get back behind you. Ultimately, I don't want 343 to fail. I've wanted every game they released to be incredible. Because I just want good Halo. So make good Halo. If you do that, you'll get me back on board. I just don't know if they can. And the layoffs that have already been confirmed, that we know have happened, that have hit these key areas of campaign development, are not going away. They're real. People lost their jobs. Which means 343 is down on numbers and down on positions that are key to making epic stories in the Halo that they claim they will continue to develop. Earn the right. Don't demand that we accept it. I want you to succeed. And I will back you, but we need to see something. We need to know where you're going. We need to know what the plan is. Only then can you reunite this fan base and hopefully build these epic stories that we deserve.